This is part two of What If Deku Was Recovery Girl's grandson. This is the fourth recording. So let's get into this. I'll start off where I left off. So after Izuku is done beating the shit out of Uraraka, he also punches Bakugo a few times since Bakugo didn't get any severe damage on the way back to the observation room. And when they both get back, All Might said, "So, who was the MVP of this battle?" "That would be me. I was the one who came up with the plan, and I was the one who helped Ida when he was damaged." And Momo responded, "That's right." And Izuku said, "Oh yeah, another thing. When you all come back, expect the same treatment with Uraraka with all of your bodies." Ah, sweet, sweet screams as the class started shivering out Izuku's words, which Izuku precisely to did kept to his word and proceeded to beat the ever-loving shit out of every single one of them. Kirishima was not an exception. An exception. What Izuku did was take, instead of beating him with his regular fist, is that he take out his brass knuckles since he didn't want to chip his glorious baseball bat. After all of that, every after all of that, they went home. Izuku went through the back entrance of the UA building instead of the back entrance of the UA campus because Izuku was feeling particularly tired. So when Izuku got back to his hut, he decides to sweep the floor and play some Team Fortress 2 for a little while as medic. Now, we go to when Izuku was done with his gaming session and proceeded to watch some TV, which he got a commercial about an amusement park. Izuku decided he will go there with Ida, since tomorrow is a Saturday. Sorry about that, I had to spit something out. So, Ida gladly accepted Izuku's offer, but Ida didn't get. Sorry, I thought that was something. It would have been a real bitch to record this. Anyway, Ida also didn't get Izuku's advances during the amusement park when he was hugging Ida during the scary parts of the rides. Izuku felt justified to punch him after every ride. And Ida said, I'm not damaged in any sort. Your emotional state is, Izuku responded. No, it's not. Let's just go to another ride. As Mina was recording all of that as some juicy blackmail. When it was starting to get dark, Ida and Izuku decided to part ways and go back to their houses. Izuku decided to wanted to walk home with Ida, but he knew that wasn't an option. So Izuku just walked home. A little bit later, when Izuku got to his hut, well, I see you were having a fun time, weren't you? Uh, yeah, did. Look at the time. It's 9:50. No, it's 9:01. Yeah, minute after your curfew. Since it is 1 minute, instead of a punishment, there will be a penalty. And what would that be? An increase of your swearing fee. Oh, that's a load of horse shiitake. Fake swear words now count as 50 yen now. Uh, Izuku didn't say anything. Yes, Granny. As Izuku proceeded to place the 50 yen inside the swear jar. Is there a 50 yen coin? Probably. But I'm not gonna search that up now. So, oh yeah, and I also signed a permission slip to go to the USJ. You desperately need it for your future career. After all, you are the one who's gonna heal people when they're down. Yeah, and try not to use your quirk all that much when helping people. Okay? Okay. That's why I asked the support group to give you your utility belt of medical items. Anyway, go to sleep. Yes, Granny. As Izuku proceeded to pass out in his room. So, we skip to the USJ. Skip to the USJ. When all of them were on the bus and they were all chatting, eventually the conversation went on to Izuku. So Midoriya, do you have any hero parents? Yes, recovery girl. Really? Who would have thought a sweet lady could be the grandchild of such a delinquent? Oh yeah? How about I be sweet enough to give you a knuckle sandwich? Uh, right here, right now. No thanks. Too late as he proceeded to punch, let's say, Denki square in the face. Jiro started hysterically laughing, and Ida said, just don't get on his bad side. Where is his good side? Izuku kicked Denki in the ribs and worth it. Are you sure about that? So, as Izuku was preparing to kick another foot at Denki, they arrived at the USJ. And the one teaching here would be the Hero 13. Uraraka is fangirling right now. Nizuku is not really paying attention. He's getting every third word in. But when he sees something, he sees a black portal. As Izuku was about to say something, Kirishima said, Yo, they even have fake villains here? That's not supposed to be there. I checked the records. And Aizawa said Izuku's right. Students, get out of here now! As everyone in the class was trying to bolt through the door, a miss come up next to the door and the miss said, "I'm sorry for our uninvited visit, but we're here to slaughter the number one hero." Well, you have to try again next time, bub, because he ain't here. Oh, well, perhaps killing one of his students might suffice as an incentive. As Izuku said, "No, the hell you are not! The only one allowed to kill them is me." As Izuku proceeded to rush towards the mist guy to find no, as Bakugo and Kirishima rushed towards the mist guy to attack him, all their attacks were futile because they went right through him. Until Bakugo discovered the metal plate around his what seemed to be neck. Bakugo decides to explode that area particularly. And Aizawa said, "Ida, get out of here! We need you to contact the hero." Which Ida said, "I can't just leave." And Izuku said, "You are going now!" And Izuku proceeded to throw Ida at the doors, which pushed the doors open. So Ida had no choice but to get the heroes. Tomura, there's the student escaping. No worries, it's just another NPC. He's Deku saying, "Oh, oh no, he's not just an NPC. He is the..." What video game reference can I make? He is the map? The guide map? Yeah, the guide map. He is the guide map. You know that's only slightly better. No? I need the guide map in order to know where the fuck I am during a video game. Real gamers have it memorized. Oh, have you ever think of the new players playing the game? The new players will just simply learn by muscle memory. Oh yeah? Yeah, and the villains are looking between both of them, and so is the students. While they're having the argument, Kurogiri teleports all of them into different locations. Izuku is in the water. Stuck in the water. And he's deep underwater. He tries to swim up as far as he can, but it's no use. He's gonna drown before he gets up there. But that was the least of his worries now, because a villain was torpedoing towards him. But before the villain could get to him, Frappe, got him with her tongue up the boat. Izuku proceeded to throw up a bunch of water into into the harbor. Robbie redirected it to the surface of water. Thanks, Robbie. And no, you can call me Sue. Okay, okay, Sue. Sue. Okay, so we need to come up with a plan to get out of here. You think? Yeah. So tell me, what are your two quirks? Two? Yeah, there are two of you. As Miranda proceeded to get on the boat, Minetta is not looking particularly well at the moment. Yeah, can you help me? Sure I can. As Izuku proceeded to yank Minetta into the boat where his throw up would be. Minetta was disgusted by it, but couldn't really complain. So, what are both of your quirks? I can do whatever a frog can do. I have sticky balls that only I can take out, and if I pull out too much, my head would bleed. Okay. And my quirk is if I punch you, you get healed. Okay, what can I do? As he was thinking, he got a eureka moment. Okay, we need to get one of the villains onto the harbor. Are you crazy? Mineta responded. They'll kill us. Not if you stick them to the wall. And I need you to stick one of their exposed limbs because I need to steal their clothes. What? I only need one. We only need like two villains' clothes here since I'm already wearing all black. Black. So you're suggesting to look like a villain? Precisely. This better work, or else I'm gonna kill you, Izuku. Not if I kill you first. Not if one of the villains kills us first. Now, let's get two villains here. As conveniently, two villains jump onto the harbor. A midget, a midget, a bit taller than Mineta, and a scrawny villain, both with fish quirks. Izuku proceeds to say, Mineta, now! As Mineta stick two balls onto the villain, and Izuku proceeds to ram them against one of the boat's walls. Izuku said, nothing personal, but we need to get out of here. As Izuku proceeded to knock both of them out with his metal baseball bat. Izuku proceeded to strip them out of their clothing, only leaving the undergarments. Izuku said, okay, change into this. Change into this. You can wear them over your clothes or change them entirely. I don't care. I'll just be waiting here. As Froppy to proceeded to go first, and she asked Izuku to watch Mineta. No problem. As Izuku proceeded to stab both of his eyes medical medical knives. While Mineta is screaming in pain, he said, "This is for the bathroom incident, you fucking pervert." As Mineta is screaming with pain, which is only music to Asui and the rest of the girls, and somehow Izuku too. Froppy changes into the villain uniform on top of her regular clothes, because what she has is basically like a skin tight suit. Wait, is my cat here? Yeah, she is. Anyway, Mineta goes next, and Izuku is watching him. And Mineta is feeling a bit uncomfortable. Don't worry, just think of me as your doctor. A doctor that abuses you. That's your doctor. Oh. Mineta gets changed, and they all proceeded to swim onto the beach area of the USJ. When they come out of the surface. Okay, I can easily blend in with the villains, so you two just basically stay here and pretend you're looking for people, or look for some of your or look for our other classmates. Maybe you can help them by bringing in a surprise attack. As Izuku went to see the middle of the USJ, he proceeded to see Aizawa. Aizawa with the Nomu crushing his head against the pavement. Huh. Eraserhead. You really think you could stop me? Oh, please. You may be an SSR hero, but you will never compete with me. An SS. What is the rarest rank in a video game? Let's just say it's triple S or triple R. I do not know. So, Izuku proceeded to run towards Aizawa with a baseball bat. And Shigaraki asks, "Who is this NPC?" As Izuku said, "I am not an NPC. I am a healer." As he proceeded to hit the back of Aizawa, which Aizawa winced in pain, but knowing who this person is, so allowed it. A healer? Don't make me laugh. You're beating the shit out of one of your own teammates. I didn't know friendly fire was on. That's because you don't know my quirk. as Izuku proceeded to continue beating Aizawa until he's back in full health. Aizawa is still a little wheezy from the attacks that Izuku inflicted, but is completely healed otherwise. Thanks, Izuku. No problem. Anyway, I need to have a little talk with the one who attacked you. Izuku, so is your quirk you beat the shit out of the people and they heal? Precisely. Precisely. And I can see that thing is. And I see that thing is under mind control. And how could you tell? Its eyes. It's dead. When you look at his eyes, they don't shine. They don't even. Their eyes don't respond to light. That thing is completely dead. So, I'm gonna beat it back to life. No matter how good of a healer you are, you can't bring things back to life. You're not a necromancer. Well, we just have to test that theory. Because, honestly, I never tried before. As Izuku started knock started hit the brain of this thing, the exposed brain of this thing, this the skull started to reform. So the brain is no longer exposed. Well, I may not be able to bring him back to life, but at least I can bring him back to his human, back to his back to his normal self. Because I know this thing isn't a mutation quirk. Because okay, so Izuku proceeded to beat the ever-loving shit out of the Nomu. Shigaraki's theory about him not being able to bring back him to life was correct. But there was another thing that Shigaraki didn't account for. You know the quirk virus theory? There's a theory out there where quirks are just a mutated virus spread out all over the world. Well, in this AU, this is true. And if you beat and and if you hurt someone enough, when Izuku hurts someone enough or hard enough, that virus would eventually be gone. How, you may ask? Well, Izuku just destroyed the virus from the inside out, from the outside in, or something like that. So, you get the point. He beat the virus into submission. And the Noma is still dead, but he doesn't have any of his quirks left because the Noma's dead. So it didn't really take that much effort to do that. Anyway, this is the end of part 3. I will continue in like 2 days or something. Anyway, bye!